Sam, how's it going?
Willionaire. I'm awesome, mate. How are you?
Doing great. Feels weird being back on another podcast.
Yeah, you did your first podcast with me in Samui, right?
Yeah, you took my podcast virginity outside.
Yeah, in my Minecraft wooden house.
That was good. Good vibes there. Why don't you just give everyone an intro, tell everyone who you are in case they don't know who the Harbonator is.
Yeah, so I'm Sam Harborn, and throughout the last 5 to 10 years or so, I've pretty diligently spiritually stripped myself on the internet throughout my entire self-development journey. I've been very open about my struggles with anxiety, depression. I've very publicly sort of transformed my life while documenting it on the internet. And I did that through becoming important to the marketplace, through video editing, and also by general just self-improvement habits. Like, oh yeah, Sam, maybe you should stop playing video games for 16 hours a day. You'd probably be a bit less depressed. Nowadays, I teach young men how to achieve a lifestyle of financial location and creative freedom through video editing, because that is, in my opinion, one of the greatest facets as to why I was able to turn my life around.
So you're helping other people almost solve a pain point that you used to have.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's an insanely common problem nowadays. I think there's so many young men struggling with a lack of purpose or guidance, and it's absolutely heartbreaking to see. And these guys, they're just completely ignored by the world as well.
Yeah, well, I've only known you for a year, and the growth in that year I've seen has been absolutely phenomenal.
Thank you, man.
Even hearing your story on the first podcast we did, it blew us away.
Yeah, right. And just right back at you, dude. Like when you were in Samui, you just came out a man with a plan. And you just went absolutely balls to the walls, all in. You didn't get lost in the sauce, and you've built something incredible.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
You know, you bring in a bunch of guys together, all on the same mission, and I really respect that, because nowadays there's a massive lack in masculine spaces. You know.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Definitely.
Even in Bangkok, like when we met up cigars the other night, I said to Tom after, I was like, bro, Sam's aura has just changed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's solid. It's nice to see, man.
I'm much happier now than I was at in Samui. I think I became quite misaligned in Samui. I think I very much so suit the city boy life. You know?
That's strange, because for me, Samui was the most pivotal time ever. That completely changed the whole trajectory of my life. But for you, you're almost seeing, you don't have resentment for it, but it just wasn't your place, was it?
Well, you know, Samui was really pivotal and important for me. It's a place which it completely changed my life. The amount of paradigm shifts I had there was absolutely stunning. The amount of stories I created there was stunning. I think my problem is I'm very stubborn. I didn't realize it until it was too late, but I was ready for the next thing. You know, I was ready for the next ascension. I was ready for the next era of Sam. And for some reason in my brain, it doesn't clock with me like, oh yeah, I can just change things. I can change my environment. I can just try something new. For me, I think I got very comfortable in Samui. And Samui is a very easy place to get comfortable, right? Like it's paradise, bro. It's absolutely stunning. Like ripping the motorbikes, got all the boys there, hot chicks, beaches. You know how it is, bro. So the move to Bangkok, very pivotal moment for me.
Yeah. In what ways are you stubborn?
Oh man, it's funny, man. Like the relationship with my best friend Yanis. You've met Yanis.
Yeah.
We've been friends for 9 years, and it's only because his willingness to just not be stubborn and be like, whatever, Sam, like that, we're still friends, because I'm such a stubborn bastard sometimes. It's a double-edged sword, right? Because it's really good to be stubborn in some senses, because a lot of what you want to achieve in life is behind just doing the same thing over and over and over and over again until it works. But at some point you might become a bit disillusioned, misaligned. You might get a bit too tunnel vision, and then it becomes a really big issue. So I think it served me really well. But in that scenario, it completely just dismantled me. My mental health deteriorated so badly. All of my relationships were struggling massively. I didn't have any sense of like higher purpose. I got really like, just imagine that juxtaposition. Like,
Yeah.
you're on a tropical, beautiful paradise island. You know, you're living the life which like people fucking dream of. And I was 25 at the time. And I'm so depressed. I'm waking up in like my palace with my Eastern European wifey girlfriend, and I'm miserable. I'm losing my mind every day. I'm in calls with my friends like, what the hell do I do? Why do I feel this way? I need to like reclaim some sense of ambition and masculinity. And that's what I realized the problem with Samui was, and how long I stayed there. I was starting to trade in my ambition. It's very hard to like remain Napoleon-esque when you have so much like going right for you. Yeah, it was fuck, man. It's very hard to like even try and describe that. But there comes a point where we spoke about this yesterday at Cigar Lounge. In times of peace, the warlike man attacks himself. That was me in Koh Samui. Like, I was doing so much like outlandish shit, like just drugs, going out, like sometimes not leaving the house for a month, even though I had so many friends. I'm on a tropical island, I got my motorbike. I just stayed in the house, just like operating out of total scarcity.
Self-inflicted purgatory.
Yeah. Imagine that. It's so silly when I think of it now.
Why do you think that the mission was put on hold? Why do you think all your efforts weren't tailored towards like your vision?
Ooh, it's getting deep now. I think I was a pussy.
Simple answer. I think that's a lot of the answer to a lot of our problems.
I think I needed to get fucking hit very hard, and I did. I fucking lost my wifey girlfriend. You know, I broke up with her, and that was fucking devastating. Like, that was seriously like some fucking trench work. I have not been that depressed for a while. There were times where I wanted to jump off my balcony in Bangkok, bro. It was fucked. That completely brought me to my knees, and it's times like that where your character really shines through, you know.
I hate the idea that girls can actually make you feel that way. Like, that scares the shit out of me, to be honest.
Bro, honestly, that's interesting you say that, because I really feel like that's why a lot of guys just sort of opt out.
That's why I opt out.
Yeah.
Because I've dipped my toes in before and kind of felt the mind be sidetracked almost. I'm like, nope, I cannot right now.
It's fucked, bro. Like, you look at guys like who are quite callous towards women. I've definitely become a lot more callous towards women after that. Like, I've seen like female nature, and it's fucking like just most brutal form. And I've definitely become more callous to it. But I'll never tap out.
Yeah.
I'll never tap out, because I really think like a really like good feminine woman gunning for you on your team, and if you're brave enough to open up your heart to her, like, they have so much to offer you. Things which I can't necessarily explain.
I'm in complete agreement with that. You know, I look at my future, and I've got a wife who helps me with everything. You know, like, how do I expect to raise young princes? Like, I've got to have a queen there as well. I've got to have someone in my corner. At the end of the day, like, you want to go to bed after days of long, hard work, you know, in the mines and the trenches.
It's a fucking oil rig.
And then you go home, and there's just someone so sweet and just feminine there, just waiting for you, you know. Like, I look back at looking back in history, and you come home, and the wifey's got all the dinner made, and she's looking all pretty.
She's bandaging you up.
Yeah.
She's fucking...
She's mopping up your bloody nose after sparring.
God, come on. Men only want one thing, and it's disgusting. You fucking dirty dogs, you just want one thing, don't you?
Men are really simple creatures, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I just want a simple but hard life. I don't want an easy but complicated life. Like, I just, like you said, the same thing every single day. Yes, it gets repetitive, but there's still spontaneity in life, like, especially when we move around locations and we're doing different things, like throwing podcasts in the calendar. Like, mini pattern interrupts.
Yeah.
Keeps it fresh, keeps it interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think of days off? Do you take days off? No.
How can you have a day off?
Bro, if you look back in history, again, going back to history, I'm turning into a bit of a history nerd at the minute, and you look at all the greatest leaders of all time, like Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, Napoleon, did they take days off?
I can't imagine Genghis
No.
Khan having a day off.
Fair enough. They might take some time to, sharpen their swords,
100%.
improve and reinforce the military, shag some princesses. But the campaigns was always active, they were still expanding like in
You
further
can't
territories.
have a day off.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan have a day off. Your enemies are still plotting. No way, bro. I don't see why you'd want to have a day off if you positioned yourself correctly in the point of life where like you're so unbelievably fulfilled and happy with the work that you do. I find it effortless. I love it so much. I can't wait to like hop in the Discord with the Academy boys and just start chatting with them, giving them advice, answering their questions. I fucking love that. I live that shit. It makes me so happy. It makes me so fulfilled. Mate, if I have a day off, I am so depressed. It's so funny. I'm on the phone with Mom. Sam, you look tired. You should have a day off. So I'm like, no, Mom, fucking trust me, I'm way worse if I have a day off. I fucking hate having a day off. I can't do it, bro. Do you have days off?
Nah.
No way, bro.
I like Sunday mornings. I like to go to church, and if I can't, I just like to pray.
Yeah, but that's not a day off, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, yeah. Like, bro, I love in the evening. Like, for me, it's evening times. I love the angst of a nighttime routine. I light my candles up. I'll play my indie boy tunes. I'll just chill out. Sometimes I'll have a bath. I find baths really relaxing. That's really nice. Light up an incense stick and stuff. I like that. That's like, that's me recharging. But I'm not like waking up and just being like, I'm not going to think of work. Like, I just can't even like think in that paradigm. I remember when I was in Samui and some people were telling me like, yeah, Sam, your problem is you just need to have some time off work. I'm like, no, I can't think in that paradigm, bro. It's just, it doesn't make sense to me to wake up. What am I going to think about? Doing crossword at the beach? I don't give a fuck, bro. I don't care.
Bro, I'm definitely going to catch you one day doing CrossFit at the beach.
You fucking won't, bro. No fucking way. I can't imagine it, man. It's.
I felt really relaxed last night. I went
that as well, bro.
Yeah.
Hanging out with the boys. But it's still productive, bro. Because we had a conversation which was like so productive for me. Like we related to each other. Going back to the woman thing, like I don't think we'll find a single dude who is in a position which is like even remotely enviable, who hasn't had some bullshit happen with a woman when they've been absolutely fucking wrecked by a woman. Like I just don't think that's ever happened.
Exactly, and it's
I think
like
that's a part of the journey, no?
just what I said to you. We would be complete fools to say that we're never gonna do it again as well.
Yeah, oh god, fuck it. Give me another schizo girl. Fuck it. Oh, fuck it. I love the trenches. Throw me back. That's where I do my best work, bro. Oh, I mean, it happened to me again recently. I was just talking about my ex on Samui, but like, I've seen a girl here in Bangkok for a little while, and she just, long story short, I've told this story quite a few times, but like, she's just turned out to be fucking nuts, and I had to just get rid of her, and it was made me very sad. But it's like there won't ever be another time again where I like let another woman completely destroy my masculine essence through 1,000 micro concessions, where I'm just like bleeding out slowly and surely, and it's just the slowest and most painful spiritual death you could possibly fucking imagine. Like it's just absolutely disastrous. So like I would rather say bye now, even though it was difficult for me, than allow that to ever happen again. And that is a part of the fucking masculine journey towards excellence in realizing that.
Maybe you're the red flag.
Yeah. Just question for you, Will. Like, to your exes, do they like you?
Oh, well, fucking funny you should ask this question.
Yeah.
So the other day...
Here we go.
Okay, this is definitely not going to be a reel. So I went home in the UK, and I told you the other night that I had a girlfriend when I first came out with Samui.
Yes.
We had to split up because there's just no way it would work.
Yes.
Anyway, I went back to the UK in December, and I texted her. I was like, look, I'm not in Koh Samui. I'm back in the UK. I'm flying from Dubai tomorrow. Do you want to get a coffee or something? And she was like stalling around the question. I was like, all right, whatever. And then she had some of my old clothes. I was like, oh, could you drop these off? And she was like, yeah. And then a friend dropped them off. I was like, look, like, are you not going to come say hi? Like, I've not spoke to you since like I dumped you like in last January. I was like, it'd be nice to have like a little catch up. No strings attached. Like, I'm not looking for anything. And then I was being a bit persistent. I was like, well, why does this girl not want to see me? Like, why does she not even want to say hello? Like, we had a good thing, and like, I don't hate her. Like, there's no animosity between us. And then she sent me a really random text message saying she's speaking to a new guy now. It's not as easy for her because all things will be brought back up, and it's easier for me because I can just fuck off on a flight anywhere. with no repercussions. And she said, honestly, Will, I don't plan on seeing or speaking to you for 10/15 years. And I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I get where she's coming from. For women, she's like protecting her energy, and I had something pretty similar with my ex as well. I was like, God, like, why's it gotta be like this? Like, can't we just fucking be adults? She was like, just being like, so just fucking don't talk to me. I'm like, just like, can we just chat? Like, can we just fucking like at least come to some sort of like mutual agreement of like, you know, this is what happened, and we can like learn from it and just like move on. Like, we could just chat. And it was just like so hard to just even have a chat. It's like, fucking hell.
I respect her though. I called my mum, or I might have actually been with my mum at the time. I was like, Mum, what are you saying to this? And she's like, I understand both sides of the story, Will. But yeah, you just got to do what she wants. So,
yeah, she's just protecting her energy, bro. It's nothing personal. Like, the thing is, when a woman loses someone like you, it's like a fucking attack on their ego in a sense as well. It's like it hurts extra if she just like, you know, lost some dork. Like, you literally left her to go chase your dreams, travel the world with fucking, you know, what, 5K in the bank or whatever, and then here you are now, absolutely fucking crushing it. Like, that's gotta hurt, bro. Like, and she'll never, ever, ever admit that. She'll never admit it, but that fucking hurts. She does not want to see you. She don't want to see you in your fucking nice clothes and like you're winning. You know, it'd be much easier for her to have seen you return home from Samui, lose a dork, you failed your mission, fuck you, you fumbled the bag, but you fucking didn't, did you? 'Cause you're a savage.
I don't know if she's that type of person, to be honest. Like, I don't think she's that.
No, I'm not saying she's toxic, but I'm just saying, like, on the underlying, like, the human condition, it would have been easier for her to see you if you failed.
Yeah.
If you were a loser, if you left her and then you like started crying and, oh, what have I done? You know, it would have been easier for her. I'm not saying she would have liked it. I'm not saying that.
I think she was a bit older as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not super old, not like most of my track record, but had a few years on my senior. And that's the thing, like, girls look for two things in a man. They either look like, is he like a protector and a provider? Like, am I safe with him? Can he provide for me? So they're basically looking for like an existing successful man, or they're looking for an investment, like one where they see the ambition, they see the drive.
Yeah.
They know they've got the foundations, and like it's just like a matter of 6 months or 6 years that man's going to be that protector and provider. And I think that's what she was seeing. Because girls are like intelligent in that sense, like they feel shit, bro.
Yeah, 100%. And I think, like, I used to think the investment angle was, like, much better. Like, oh, yeah, you want a chick to, like, you know, invest in you early and then, like, you can, like, grow together and that. But I just realized, like, from my last relationship, I'd much rather have it the other way. In the sense of, I've already done everything. My kingdom's built. I'm now inviting you into my kingdom. That's a much stronger frame to come into a relationship other than, like, because... yeah, you get a girlfriend early. You're the one, like, hitting the oil rig every single day. And, like, let's say you've been together for, like, 3 years. Like, she feels like she's, like, entitled to it now. You know?
Yeah.
In a really weird way. And it's like, not really. Like, you've been here. You've been here. I've invited you onto my trailblazing train towards excellence. But you're not entitled to it. I'd much rather have it where I've already done all the work. My kingdom's built. And it's like, okay, I really like you. You can enter my kingdom.
Yeah, I mean, I don't give girls my Instagram. Like, I make them text us on WhatsApp.
Why?
Because if they go on Instagram, they see all these places I've been to and it says I've got a business in my bio. And I don't know. I don't really want to attract that sort of gold digger vibe. So I just speak to them on WhatsApp. And then I don't text them. I only call them.
But they can sense your aura through, like, just texting anyway, you know?
Bro,
which is more ideal, in my opinion, rather than, like... you've got a bit more of a mysterious aura about you, like, who is this guy?
Bro, mystery works, man.
It really does. Do you know what I say to women when they ask me what I do? I just say, I'm an artist. And they're like, what does that mean? I'm like, do you want to find out?
I tell people I'm a cult leader.
That's pretty good.
Cult leader.
That's pretty good, yeah. Yeah.
And she's like, what about? Can I join? I was like, absolutely not.
We have some very specific rituals, we are.
The astronaut one works well.
Oh, yeah. Why is that?
Oh, what do you do? Where are you from? Oh, I'm an astronaut. She's like, you're an astronaut? No, you're not. You look too young. I said, no, I am. Promise. She's like, well, what are you doing here at the pub? said, oh, well, funny you should say that. I'm actually on leave. She's like, well, where are you usually based? I was like, about 10 light years away from Saturn. And she's like, no way. I was like, yeah, so I'm actually 50, but like because of like the time loops and stuff in the solar system, that's how I preserved my youth.
This is absolute fucking yap, isn't it?
Let's see how long I can do it. Yeah. Oh, I used to just love just talking complete waffle. Seeing how much you can get away with.
Yeah, just some loose game. See what outlandish shit you can say without them just being like walking away. Like you'd be really surprised. Like you know how dudes really obsessed. Like they watch all this dating shit. Like what do I say to a girl? Like you'd be so surprised what you can say if you just have the aura of like I don't care.
It's just confidence and make it funny.
Yeah.
Like I did loads of funny things in Bali. I think that's because my confidence was probably at its highest. Like I just started to make, I think I hit my first 7K month. So I was like, yes. And then I've just finished my cut. So I was absolutely diced. And I went up to this girl in the ice bath. I told you this. I was like, what's your name, you? She's like, Emma. Shout out to Emma if you're listening. And then
Big shout.
I said, have you ever been asked out on a coffee date before in the ice bath? She's like, no. I was like, are you open to the idea of it? She's like, yes. I was like, great, I'll get your number when you get out of the ice bath then. Just like that. Yeah. But I was just grinning as I was saying it because there's loads of people listening and watching.
Just like you ran a little sales script. Like, would you be comfortable? Like,
would you be completely opposed to the idea? I'm just wanting to know, Emma, like how badly would this ruin your day?
Were you ready to objection handle? No, I'm not actually interested. I'm Emma now. Okay, so
right.
Yeah, no, I've never been asked to a coffee shop in an ice bath. That's weird. That'd be quite weird if that happened.
Well, are you completely opposed to the idea, Emma?
Well, I mean, I've never done that before, so I guess I'm not completely opposed.
Oh, well, that's great. Do you like coffee?
I mean, yeah, I like coffee sometimes. But...
What's your order?
I'll have a pumpkin spice latte with 3 extra shots of syrup.
No, not sweet enough.
Okay, fine, you can fucking have me. Oh, brilliant. Live game. There you go.
That was a fun little role play.
Do that again sometime.
Going back to your business, how many students do you have at the minute?
I have over 600 students inside of my academy.
Do you have any goals? Like, where do you see that going?
Well, for 2025, at the start of the year, I really... it's interesting. Whatever you put your focus on, actually, you get, like, such major gains on. I think a lot of people spend a lot of time daydreaming. They don't actually make, like, a plan of action. They don't put some intent behind what they're doing. So for 2025, I decided, like, I want this to be a year of... stepping into leadership a lot more. The 2 ways I figured I would do that, there's a few different ways, but the 2 main ones would be 1, hiring someone to work alongside me, which I've done, and 2, running a Thailand mastermind, which I've also done. Because the thing is with video editors, and I can speak for myself here as well, I was very introverted. I'm not necessarily the type of guy to just book a one-way flight out to somewhere like Thailand, somewhere so foreign, and to just sort of figure it out and to see where it goes. So I wanted to give my students a really fucking really good reason to come out. And my goal with my mastermind was to basically make anyone who didn't come feel like a retard for not coming. I wanted to make it, I wanted to make it so good. And I really think I accomplished that. I had 2 full-time videographers there. I'm going to make a movie out of it. It's going to be the best video I've ever made. I'm going to start work on it tomorrow. It's going to be a long fucking project. There's so much footage. But the guys who came, absolute studs. And all of them had such insane transformations throughout the 2 weeks. I say as a mastermind, it's more like a boot camp. Because a mastermind's like 3 days, like, I don't know, like you do some like, you put your suits on and you do a presentation. Like it was more like a boot camp. Like I took the boys through what it's like living in Thailand and being around like greatness and excellence and guys who have what you want, It
was for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, and when I told my other friends that who ran their own masterminds, they nearly had panic attacks.
I did when you told me.
But I think the reason why it worked for me so well is because I didn't sell it publicly. I reached out to my top students inside my academy who I already have a really good relationship with, and I just know I would be more than happy to spend 2 weeks with.
Yeah.
You know? And it was the best thing I've ever done. It was the best 2 weeks of my life, and for two reasons. One, it was stupidly fun. We had so much fun. There was just so much banter, so much different energy in the house, which was like so complimentary, you know. And two, it was so productive. There's guys in that villa whose lives have completely changed in those 2 weeks, and me included. Like having all of the responsibility to look after 10 guys. There was 10 people who came, so it was 11 people total living together. All of that responsibility falling onto me. These guys, first time coming out to Thailand, they're expecting me to perform, to be on a good wavelength all the time, show up, you know. That was so, like, mind-altering for my self-image as well. Like, I came out of it like a new man as well.
That's powerful, bro.
Really powerful.
A lot of pressure, but pressure's a privilege. That's
Bro,
literally why I've got that.
How have you found your masterminds? You've hosted a few.
Great. It's the best thing I could have done for like the innovation of Willionaire.
Yeah.
Like one, like you said, it gives people an insane amount of FOMO. Two, it develops the relationships even stronger. Having like online relationships is one thing, but a lot of the guys have met up with each other in person now, which is even more powerful. So we did one in Bulgaria, Snowdonia, Marbella, and we're doing one in Samui next month. And it's pressure, but pressure makes precious stones, doesn't it?
It is pressure, bro.
Yeah.
I remember like the night before I was going to my mastermind, I was really starting to feel it like, and I'd done a lot of trench work in terms of like planning and like just making sure everything's like set out, you know. But even still, I was like, fuck, this is a big thing for me. You know, I've never taken responsibility over people like that before.
Yeah, I think you've just kind of got to let it just unfold. I think the more you think about things like that, the more opportunities you're giving the universe a reason to go wrong.
I totally agree. And it's so hard to predict these things as well.
I'm
There's so many variables when you bring a bunch of like fucking chads together like that. You know, lots of strong personalities and
Yes.
all sorts of like different clashing, like, you know, so you just gotta play it by ear. You gotta be slick as hell. You gotta be on the ball. You know, that's the aim of the game.
Especially, bro, when all these guys are like making wedge, like they're all serious main characters of their own movies.
Exactly, bro.
So when there was like 9 of us in Marbella, there was like 10 of us in Snowdonia. There's gonna be 15 guys in Samui, but for the mastermind, there's only 11 spaces.
Wow.
That I'm looking forward to that one. It's only 5 days, but it's just gonna be insane. I've just tried to jam pack as much value in it as possible.
What sort of things are you going to be teaching at your mastermind?
So I leverage my network for everything.
You're an incredible networker. Absolutely.
Thank you, bro.
Fucking 10 out of 10. Great work on that.
I think it's just like leveraging that.
Yeah.
It's like I've built my business. I've now got a sales team with a manager, a setter, closer. I've got a guy doing marketing on my Instagram pages. Got a guy doing, my ads. I've got an accountant, and all those guys are in Willionaire or Willionaire Ascend. So with the masterminds, this one in particular that's happening 10th to 15th of May in Samui, we're doing like the bunch of the normal stuff, like ATVs, hiring a yacht for a day, jet skis. We've got a private chef, full-time videographer. But the special thing about it is I'm using the network, and they're all going to do their own masterminds. So they're all going to give their talks. So we've got like a guy who pays you % tax. So he's going to spit sauce. He'll get clients from it. Then there's going to be a guy talking about investing, generating wealth through real estate in the UK, serious source. A guy who scales coaches and info products, serious source. I'm going to do mine. And yeah, I'm just leveraging the network to provide more value. And those people are coming anyway. And then the content, like you did, it's going to be completely done for you content. Reels made applicable for their personal brand and their business, and a shit ton of B-roll. Yeah. So
that's super intelligent. I'm in the same boat too, like leveraging your network. Like I've positioned myself fantastically to get video editors hired, you know.
Yeah.
When you think video editing, you think Sam Harbour, of course. So
yeah.
Every single day I'm getting messages from guys like entrepreneurs, 6 figures, 7 figures, guys who are just getting started, all sorts of guys getting just messages like, hey Sam, I need an editor. You've come to the right fucking guy. I've got an academy full of 600 of them, you know, and I just get them work. Like, I don't take a commission. I just want to get my students work. That's my only fucking motive. I want to see my guys win. Academy of Excellence students winning. That is all I give a shit about.
Same.
Yeah.
Same for the Willionaire boys. I love referring people to them.
Yeah.
I don't take commission. I just like to see them win.
Yeah.
And that's powerful. Like you've positioned yourself really well there. I say to the guys in Willionaire, like, you want to be known as the someone.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, Jack Ormonroyd, 6 sales coach now. He's positioned himself as the sales guy in Willionaire.
He's doing a great job on his reels. Did you give him any guidance on that? Yeah.
His reels.
Yeah.
I give him an editor in a sense.
Great.
All the different guys, like, they've put themselves in a place like, this is the email guy, this is the e-com guy, this is the ads guy. Like, people have like developed the name for themselves. So
I do see guys, the guys who are like pretty consistently hanging around you, they seem to just be on a fucking upward trend. You know, like guys who are consistently hanging out with you, I see them in your stories and stuff, they're just going like this, bro. And there's something really to that proximity to fucking like greatness, to fucking excellence, to just being around guys who are like really have like an empowering mindset, who are just consistently like showing up and destroying your limiting beliefs. Like, there's seriously like a lot to that, and it's a very fucking powerful thing. You've got a very like magnetic fucking energy, bro.
would you say so?
100%.
In what sense?
Like I just said, bro, like the guys who are hanging around you are consistently just on an upwards trend, you know. And guys who are already doing really well seem to be attracted to you as well. They're like, I like Will, you know.
That could be me, or it could be the other people in the community too. You know?
Yeah, because you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with.
Yeah.
So if your community is full of a bunch of Donnies and you're the leader of that community and you're spending all of your time with a bunch of Donnies, you're more likely to become a Donnie. So you're just constantly just growing together.
Scaling. What I've noticed, you said before that you're trying to become a leader.
More like a leader.
Yeah, I've kind of took that approach as well. And it's in a sense that if someone's looking to join Willionaire, well, they're going to look at me and think, all right, the community must be full of Wills. So is Will making money? Is Will in shape? Is Will a good fighter? Is Will charismatic? Can Will talk? You know, like, it's all these things. So I'm trying to embody like everyone in the community. So they look at me and get a good representation of what the community is about. If I'm just some neek, then people are going to think that everybody in the community is just weird.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm completely red pill, then they're going to think it's a completely red pill community.
That's very true.
If I'm a roid head, they're just going to think everyone's just like smash and test. You know, so it's about being like a good balance. And I don't think that's manufactured in the light of other people either. I think that's just like me manufacturing myself as I should be.
Multifaceted, emotionally deep, emotionally intelligent, charismatic, handsome, humble king.
I feel like I'm nearly maxing out all my stats. Like, lifetime maxed out my stats at the minute. The only things that aren't is probably my physique, because I'm just started a cut, so I'm not that ripped yet.
You think you're maxing out your stats?
No, so far.
So far?
Yeah, like lifetime high, all-time highs, not maxing out.
Okay, I was going to say, bro, no way, man. You got so much more to do.
Yeah, but like lifetime highs, let's call it that.
Yeah,
the stats are nearly there, just besides physique, but that's just going to come in probably like 4 to 6 weeks.
I mean, like, you were like kickbox fucking trenches. You must have been in ridiculous shape then.
Yeah, and it was like just the fitness, bro.
Yeah.
I remember I used to like run home from like the club and stuff. I remember one time...
Just tweaking out, bro.
Yeah.
Just fucking full sprint.
I was like, what am I doing here? I just need to go home. So I just run home.
It's happened again.
I saw like shadow boxing in my garden. Because obviously I was drunk and that. So like, your mind deceives you, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, is it a deception, or is it just trying to show you your truth? What are you doing that, Will?
I don't know. I don't know, to be honest.
You gotta go home. You gotta journal.
I did that on New Year's Eve, bro. Like, so we were out. We went out to celebrate New Year's Eve. It was like most of our first time drinking, like, for a full year. So we were all like celebrating. We had this Bulgarian dinner, and then I had to quickly go home because the bells rang. I wanted to like call my family, and I just started journaling. And that journal was wild because I was pissed.
Fucking hammer journal.
Yeah, I wrote the letter like to God.
To God. It's like a letter to Santa, but it's to God.
No, it was like Lord, comma.
What sort of shit was in there?
I don't know. To be honest, that's a page I skip past.
Yeah, what do you think of journaling, bro? Like, I thought during my mastermind, like, you know, It would be stupid of me to not have a weekly journal with how my life's going and how many paradigm shifts I'm having. Like, so many things I was so sure on how the world worked are just being like shattered, you know. How interesting is it to like just flick through your journal and like just look at how quickly things has changed for you?
It's quite powerful, to be honest, and it helps me revisit that period of time I was in.
Yeah.
It's like when I turned 22 in Dubai, I can like turn the pages back and I can revisit that person. When I was in Bali, I can like revisit that and I can close my eyes and I can sort of like feel the way I was feeling when I was there. Same in like Samui. All I really need to do is read the pages and I can like see myself writing it. Like every single entry I've done, like I can see myself writing it. And I like that because it's hard to like foster those feelings because we don't carry it out around the feeling. Like in Samui, I was so scared because I didn't know if I was going to make it work. And I don't feel like that now, but it's nice to revisit that and kind of get that like, you know, that excitement, that drive. Same like when I just broke up with my girlfriend. Sometimes I scroll right back through our WhatsApp chat and like read the messages I was sending her, like I was saying like I'm going to make this work, I'm going to make it work, and like
That's a dangerous game. You do that, really.
yeah, not in a sense like oh I miss her. It's just like
You're just seeing like your own character development type.
yeah, just seeing the shit I was texting her, and I can't do it with my mum anymore because like my mum had a new number or something. But like yeah, I look back at like old messages. I'm like, fuck, like that was really me. And I remember phone calls I had as well. Like I can remember a phone call I had with Jiffin and Barley. I was like just shouting on the phone. I was like, look, I'm gonna make this work. Watch. Look what's gonna happen.
Getting really fucking hyped up, man, yeah.
The illusion of freedom.
It's so funny you say that, because literally over the last 3 days, like something that's kept like popping up into my head is that it's the illusion of choice. The illusion of choice in the sense of like, you know, on an autistic like example, like, oh, you can eat a pizza or you can eat like chicken fried rice, you know. And it seems like a choice, but really when you come to understand the brutal, harsh realities of the world, it's really not a choice at all.
How so?
Because if you want to achieve literally any sort of fulfillment in life, you have no other choice other than to be an absolute fucking savage in every facet of your life. Otherwise, you will get like chewed up and spat out like a piece of shit, bro.
So how does that relate to chicken fried rice?
That's a super autistic example because it's like very easy for people to understand. It's like okay, so it's like Jeffrey will eat the pizza and Adonis will eat the chicken fried rice. Like, it's the choice of doing the thing which is making you more aligned to the ideal version of yourself, or it tastes good on my tongue right now, so I'll eat it now.
Yeah.
And then you get spots and then you get fucking visceral fat.
So you know, it's about priming the subconscious mind.
What do you mean by that?
See, if you don't rule your subconscious mind, if you're not in control, it will rule you and you will call it fate.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Yeah.
How many people have you met who are so convinced that their lives are this way and there's nothing they can do about it just because of their belief system?
Loads.
So many. Like, it's this way because the government, or it's this way because women.
It's Trump.
It's just fucking. It's the orange man. That's why I'm a loser.
It's Richie Sunak. Honestly, it's all his fault.
The problem with that is it takes all power away from you. I can give you a very personal example of this. When I got diagnosed with clinical anxiety and depression, all of the power was taken away from me. So it's okay. I don't have to clean my room. I'm depressed. It's okay. I don't have to brush my teeth. I'm depressed. It was so much more difficult than it needed to be to undo that programming and to change and 180 my life, because I believed that I had been struck down by God with this affliction. And some people have their afflictions as, you know, medical labels. Some people's affliction is just thinking, I'm unlucky. I'm unlucky, so that's just how it is, you know. It's the same shit, though. If you believe you're unlucky, yeah. If you believe you cannot genetically get a six-pack, then you're far less likely to go into the gym and do the exercises which require you to get a six-pack. So really, you've just created your own fucking shitty reality by believing that, you know.
But you're looking pretty jacked at the minute.
I'm getting there, bro. It's because I'm training a lot more fighting. Honestly, I've put down the weights. Like, the weightlifting is so horribly boring to me. And I've just found that I think I'm trying to chase this image of my body that isn't even really what I want. You know, I've been told that I should want to look really big and really jacked and bear mode type shit. And it's like, in reality, in my own mind, I'd much rather just be like a really athletic, slimmer build, six-pack. I have complete control over my body. I'm flexible.
You can scratch your back.
I can fucking scratch my back, you know.
You can suck your own dick.
I can suck my own dick. That is way higher ROI to me than just being like a big, bulky bodybuilder who's stiff as hell. You know.
I feel stiff at the minute.
Have you been doing lots of weights?
It's because I'm talking to you. No, it's because I've been doing lots of weights, yes.
Yeah. See, I've been training a lot more fight, and I'm like the furthest from a natural in terms of fighting. Like, I don't know, it's just like my 16 hours a day gaming, like I'm paying off that debt, you know, but I'm so slow at learning, and I feel like I have such little control over my body. But there's just a 0% chance I'll ever believe anything which disempowers me. Like, oh, Sam, you're not built for fighting, man. Just do something else. Or like, oh, Sam, you'll never get six-pack. You don't have a genetics. It's just like, what is the point in believing that?
I think fighters are made, not born.
Oh, forged through the fire.
Mm-hmm.
How were you made into a fighter?
I was a little pussy, bro. I started kickboxing because I was getting bullied. And then, yeah, I was shite. I was absolutely horrible. Even when I got good, I was still getting battered. Like, getting like my head punched all over. I'd probably have CTE when I'm older.
You reckon?
Probably. I've been punched in the head so many times. Like,
Lots of heavy sparring.
Yeah. Especially when I first started, it was like small gloves. We called it meat day. Because we used to go in, and like I had ambition and I wanted to be good. So there's like 4 or 5 of like the youngins who were like 15 at the time. Yeah. We were thrown in with the adults, and I'd get hit and I'd like come off the ground. Like my best mate Levi, who's a pro K1 fighter, he is a phenomenal fighter. I remember even when we were like 16, 17, we were sparring, and he'd hit us, and like I'd see black for a second. And I just thought that was normal. I thought that's what happens when you get punched in the head, but it's not. I was getting like little micro knocks 24/7.
I would get that sometimes though.
Yeah, it's not good.
Does that mean you're getting like, that's fucking, yeah, avoid that?
Probably. I mean,
who would have thought? You get hit in the head and everything goes black. Wait, that's a bad thing? What the hell?
It's normal.
Nah, it's fucking chill, man.
I remember I used to run into like the changing rooms crying, and I'd run in because I'd just been beat up. I'd run at the changing rooms, and the 2 other guys my age would also be crying already.
Oh, man.
And I think that was like serious character building.
Oh,
and
man.
One of the guys who used to do it to her used to just like call it character building.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
I think that's probably how I got tough, I suppose. But like I generally believe I don't have that kill instinct. Like, I don't want to always fight. I'm not that aggressive, you know. So
you're not Australian.
Nah.
Bro, Australians they just love a scrap, don't they? I was in Bali, and like these 3 Australian lads just started on me because I was wearing sunglasses at night. I was like, well, just fucking let me live. They just wanted to fight.
That's a valid reason.
I mean, to be fair, I had lost my prescription glasses at my mastermind, and I just didn't have time to get any new ones. So the only way I could see was sunnies for like 3 weeks. I was just wearing non-stop sunnies. It's so bad for your eyes as well, because your eyes just get like really sensitive to light.
Do you use red light glasses as well?
No, I've just switched to contacts. So this is my on-camera debut of no glasses.
Is it?
Yeah.
You've never been on camera without glasses on?
No. I literally got these yesterday, bro.
This is 2.0 Sam.
Yeah, we're reinventing ourselves. I think once my eye, because it's still a bit strange. I feel like my eyes, they're still adjusting to them. It's very weird. Like, I've worn glasses for like 18 years.
That's wild.
Yeah, so it's going to be a bit weird for a while. But I mean, my friend Yanis, he used to wear glasses, and I remember he switched to contacts, and I was like, oh, bro, you look so weird. Go back to glasses. Like, now I've gotten used to it. It's like, he looks 20 times better.
Yeah, I used to wear glasses.
Really, I can't imagine that.
But then I told myself that I don't need them.
There you go, the power of the
Yeah.
the power of the mind. No, my eyes are fine.
It's like, what it was I couldn't see things far away. And now I'm like,
short-sighted, Joe.
yeah, now I'm like, I don't even need to see that anyway.
Yeah, I just need to see the fucking punches coming my way. That's
Yeah.
it. And they're usually pretty close. They're not hugging a Elastigirl from fucking Incredibles.
And even if it's not clear, I can still say if a car's coming towards us.
Yeah,
So
that's
like,
what I'm at.
yeah, it's
But
not
what you can't see the schlunder from a distance though.
the schlunder.
Yeah.
What's the schlunder?
The bones.
Oh, I can
You can smell them, eh?
I can smell it downstream.
That's great.
Just get on all fours.
Yeah, almost.
Start beating my chest.
Oh, fucking hell.
Bro, you said first I'm magnetic, they come to me.
Hey?
You said first that I'm magnetic, they come
Yeah,
to me.
that's true. Yeah, they'll just walk up.
Maybe I'm just magnetic towards men.
No judgment here, player. I mean, if you're a fucking money magnet, if a bunch of rich dudes are attracted to you, I think that's totally fucking valid, isn't it?
I want a rich girl. I want like a, what's it called when you marry a rich woman and the dad has to give you like loads of money?
Like a sugar mommy.
No, it's like a dowry.
Why
So,
do you want that?
I don't know, it's just cool. It's like shaking hands and
Marry
well.
into riches.
Yes, I will look after your daughter for the rest of her life if you give me 1 million. And then if you'd be like, no, you try and like negotiate down.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be a lot harder to like establish like sick frame in a relationship like that.
Yeah, frame's really important. Even with like your family and stuff. Like I've been thinking about how I can go back home with a bit more authority this time. So for an example, I'm
With your family.
yeah,
I struggle with that, bro. I went back recently and it's just for like honestly I held strong for like 2 weeks, which is fucking good compared to last time. I lasted like 2 hours. 2 hours for 2 weeks, not bad. After that, bro, I fell apart. I was like, I need to get out of here.
it's not as if like I'm trying to do anything differently. It's just like I've come back an improved version of myself. And when I go back this time, I'm meeting my family in Turkey for a family holiday. And I know exactly how it's going to go down because my dad's obviously going to want to pay for like the meals when we go out. I'm going to give him my card. I'll give him the money so he can pay. So it doesn't damage his ego that way. And second thing, I'm going to feed his ego by saying like, because he's obviously going to say no, like I don't want you to pay. I'd be able to look, Dad, like you've basically done this. You've raised a man capable of paying for his family's dinner. You've raised another one of you. You've raised another protector of the family. Like, how does that feel?
Yeah.
You know. So then he's kind of like, all right, I did this. Okay, so this is basically my money
Yeah,
anyway.
yeah, I am doing this.
Yeah. This card is Will Courtney. That's my name anyway. Got the same name as me.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, you gotta look after your family, man.
It's my mum, which is the most difficult one. Like she's so stubborn.
Really?
I'm slowly dropping it in. Like I'm telling her about like, oh, we had a good day today, Mum. Oh, Mum, never guess what we've done this month. And then the new one is this week. Is, oh, Mum, I need your help booking some flights. So yeah, what flights? I was like, I really need a business class flight. She's like, are you sure, Will? I was like, yeah, I just need your help to book it. So I'm just constantly making her like aware of like the things that are going on. And then, yeah, she's coming around to it, but she still sees me as her little boy. Well, she texted me the other day, like saying, how's my amazing little boy today? I can't believe you're now a successful businessman. I was like, I don't know like whether to take offense or like be grateful for that message.
It's sweet, man. Yeah. I used to get like kind of mad at my mom for like being super overprotective and shit.
I love it.
Nowadays, I just kind of just. I was on the phone with her yesterday, and I said to her, oh, I just feel a bit overwhelmed right now, Mom. Like I was running around at my mastermind for 2 weeks, and then I went straight to Bali from there, and I was running around there. So many people wanting to meet me and stuff, so much to do. And I just got back to Bangkok, and now I'm getting loads of messages from people, do this, do this, do that. I just feel a bit overwhelmed. So what I'm gonna do, Mom, I've already solved the problem. Like, just bear in mind, like, what I'm gonna do, Mom, I'm just gonna like chill out for 3 days. Just chill out, and then. Instead of just being like, oh yeah, that's smart, Sam, she just went on like a fucking 10-minute ramble about like, oh yeah, like Sam, you gotta look after yourself and like, yeah, you gotta like protect your energy. And I'm just sat there, listen, I haven't said a word. I'm just like, I already know. Like, I figured it out. Like, I'm gonna take 3 days, I'm chilling, but like, I don't know. It's just in our nature to just like, as soon as there's any sort of like issue, anything that's like, you know, affecting my peace or my comfort or my safety. It's just like, for them, it's just a trigger to just go like, just fucking. It's like again, I used to get mad. I'd be like, Mom, I used to take offense because it's like, Mom, I'm not fucking stupid. You know, I'm not stupid. I get it. Now I just look at it, I'm like, sweet, you know.
My mum's texting me at the minute saying like, I hope you're saving hard. I said, yes, I am, Mum. And she's just saying like things my grandpa used to say to her, like, save some, spend some. And the day she texted me that, I was reading a book called The Richest Man in Babylon.
I love that book.
Yeah, it's great.
Great book.
And it said, the whole concept of it is the guy got rich because he saved 1/10 of his income for himself, and then he got an opportunity. Then the next thing was, opportunity is haughty goddess that respects no man unprepared. I was like, oh, that's nice. I highlighted it. Took a picture of it. Probably going to go on an Instagram dump.
Yeah. I mean, there it is again. Like, are you really lucky if you're just ready for every opportunity that passes you by? And if you think you're unlucky, will you be ready for every opportunity that passes you by? Probably not.
No. Success happens when operation meets preparation.
Yes.
Sam, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Harbonator, or you can find me on YouTube. I have 2 YouTube channels. Sam Harborn Uncut is for my general self-development advice. And then my other channel, Sam Harborn, is more for my higher effort lifestyle content. Well, thank you so much for having me, man. It was an absolute pleasure. It was a great chat.
It's been great. Hopefully we'll do one next year as well.
I fucking loved it. We should just make this a yearly occurrence. A yearly catch-up. We're going to keep going like this.
Yeah, bro.
Well. It's going to be fucking interesting.
Exponential growth.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, it's been good, man.
Thanks so much.